Welcome to Hobby Clubhouse, now with 4,000 subscribers, and I had missed making a 3,000 video as I was making other videos with new releases, and 4,000 is already here, so let's take a bit to celebrate together here in this video. While I talk this time, we're going to be looking at SD Gundam Rainbow Wars, which was an arcade title by Ben Presto from 1993, and it's more than likely that most of you have never heard of this. Basically, it's Super Contra. If you've ever played that, you'll really see it right in the first stage. Rainbow Wars had a thin existence outside the game, and it was actually also seen in these small prizes that you could win. So to get these, you had to play through this Gundam mechanical game and get 30 points before the time runs out. And then you'd tell the store owner and he'd give you one of the random prizes. And this is only in Japan, of course, and you can't get this stuff anywhere else. Most people got erasers with the characters printed on it, which I guess is nice because all the MSs got a slight facelift in the Rainbow Wars universe. But the better prize were these mini-comics, which did not credit the author, so I had no idea who drew this, and now you know all about this strange SD Gundam spin-off that even a lot of classic SD Gundam fans don't know about. With that out of the way, let's get going. So let's do our thank yous first. First, thank you goes to the person who supported me at the start of the channel and made subscriber number 1 possible so that 4,000 is possible. First thanks always goes out to you. And then to my old mom actually, who doesn't watch my videos nor does she speak English, but she does know about the channel, and she supports me a ton making it, probably way more than any sensible person ought to, but yeah, big thanks to my mom. And thank you to MJ2005 Gundam for helping me out here and there, especially with actually buying kits because I don't go out all the time and sometimes he helps me pick stuff up. And he's actually the first YouTuber to ask me on a guest on anything in one of his videos, so that title goes to him. And thanks to Kakarot197 actually, who helped me out with a big thing some months ago. I've been sitting on it for a while now and I've been waiting for a darn HG gym command. He was actually really generous in agreeing to help me out, who is really a nobody in the community really, and he did a really big thing for me. More on that when it comes out eventually. And then, of course, it's those of you who made this 4,000 possible. It seems like not too long ago that we were here talking about 1,000 subs, and then 3,000 subs passed, which was around 2 months ago. I really have to thank you who pressed that subscribe button, whether it was just a week ago or from way back in 1,000 subs. This is a small channel, and it means a lot to me to know that people like my videos enough to press that subscribe button. I mean, what the hell, man? Thank you so much. A bonus thanks to those of you who also come out with me on social media. I've been much more active on Twitter than I have been on Instagram, mostly because I can do retweets over there and there's a lot of cool stuff from Japanese fans on Twitter, and I can bug all the big people there like freaking Yuji Kaida. And thank you to all your comments, and I know a lot of you guys do it also to help me out with YouTube's algorithm, and I really appreciate it a whole ton. I'm pretty sure it's a part of why we are here at all at 4,000 subscribers, so thank you for that as well. And you know what, I think I'm gonna call the thank yous done here because it's gonna get really long and boring real soon. Alright, so first of all, an update on the channel's status, more specifically the hiatus, because what the hell, right? You heard me say way back that it would be around June or July last year, and then some of you guys heard me say that it was probably December, but that's long past. Like I said before, it's really not something I have much concrete control over, and there are a lot of moving parts, so I only ever have a general idea. I mean, heck, I even wrote an entire signing off video and I never used it back in November. The most current estimate is probably another month or so here. That's what it seems like now. I know it's never good news, but it's just how things are, and that may change. But for now, that's what it looks like. But really, I've been working on borrowed time for a good few months now, and it's actually been really great that I could cover a ton of things that I never thought I could, like the Kyokai Senki kits, and the Entry Grade Strike Gundam, and the Zeta Gundam heads. Just imagine that every single video that you've seen since around July of last year was a video that was not supposed to exist, but it now does. It's more of a gift than I could ever ask for. I know it sounds like I'm dying or something, and don't worry, it's nothing like that. Though as an odd consequence, I actually meant to end regular updates a while back and stockpile more review videos to schedule for when I'm gone, and I hadn't actually done much of that because I really wanted to cover new stuff and interact with everyone, especially when so many of you guys keep finding my channel and joining with each new video. Back at that time, like last year around July, there were only 800 subs, if you can imagine that, so of course I wanted to dedicate what time I have to giving you guys new content. Anyway, I am around for at least a month or so that's something. I wish it were longer, and I'm sorry for that, but well, I will be back beyond that void. Okay, so I asked you guys for some questions that you wanted to ask me, and there were like close to 40 of them, so instead of doing a long list and putting everyone to sleep, I've rolled about as many of them as I could into 3 different segments. So the first part, let's talk about the channel content. So first of all, no, I won't be doing list videos like Best Kits of 2021 or Hobby Clubhouse's Top 10 HG Kits, because I don't like list videos unless there's a very compelling reason for that specific format, like maybe a few really useful tools for builders. Some of you guys are a little bit worried that I might start making these, and no, I won't do it just because everyone else does it, so don't worry. And also, no, I won't be doing shouty clickbait titles like 10 MG kits you must check out, or this is my favorite EG kit in all caps. Those actually work for YouTube and they bring in a lot of views, but I don't respect titles like that. And I'm a small enough channel that I can afford to be stupid and stubborn. Also, next, will I cover non-Bandai kits? I certainly want to, though non-Bandai kits are always hard to fit into a budget because they just cost more. It's mostly that more than anything else, and I actually like a ton of other lines like Frame Arms and Frame Arm Girls, and even Zoids. Also next, will I be doing more tutorial and feature videos? Well, yes I will. I will shut up about these because every time I say something it ends up not happening. There is that video with Kakarot197 as a guest, and that's all recorded and waiting for the darn HG Gym command kit. There are other videos too, but I won't jinx them here with my stupid mouth. The footage you're seeing right here is from some of the stuff that I've already shot. As for specific requests for certain kits, I do want to fulfill any request that I can, though a lot of it is subject to if I can get the kit to review at all, with Gundam models being as scarce as they are. If I have the kit, then I'll try my best to fit it in the line of videos being made, with only a few exceptions. Really, I like most kits and I wouldn't mind doing a review on most things, but you know, money, time, and whether or not I can get the kit is always a limiting factor. And then next, why don't I use stickers? I get that question way more often than you might think. The most simple answer is I choose not to give stickers very much weight in my reviews. I'm an old fan, I'm sure you've heard me say that before, and I come from a time when kits don't look okay without stickers, and heck, they often don't look okay with stickers. You'll see a lot of Japanese reviewers with a similar background who are used to comparing kits without stickers because it used to be a thing where you really wanted the bad news just right up front and see just how much a kit doesn't look like whatever's on the box that's painted by pro modelers, and that's just the thing I identify more with. I get some strangely angry comments about stickers as well. Some people take it really personally, but judging from the tone and the wording, it seems to be some younger viewers. Most of you guys who've asked me this question are actually really polite and friendly about it, and I do appreciate that. And next, we have questions about the channel itself, like the name Hobby Clubhouse and where it comes from. So the word hobby isn't taken from the cat, but both the channel and the cat is named after the Japanese use of the word, which mostly means scale modeling. You know, that's why we get Hobby Japan. Clubhouse is because it's a place to hang out. That's really all it is. I didn't make my channel on a personal account, so I wasn't locked into a name with numbers and all that, which is why I think we have names that we all know like Kakarot197 or Prime92 and Charlie426. The name, the logo, the purple theme color are all things that are easy for people to know when a video is from me. And lastly, yes, I do leave my name out of all my videos and posts on purpose because I want every chance for the channel to be itself in everyone's mind, rather than, you know, me and the channel. I know it's a little inconvenient and awkward when you guys want to refer to me specifically, but it's kind of like that by choice, and because, you know, I'm not really that important. Some of you guys asked about big influences for making my channel, and I think LGR is probably my model for content that's welcoming and informative. Clint of LGR is a fan himself, and he really has a good time looking at anything he reviews, and even the bad points are shared as an experience rather than starting with that, you know, famous dramatic YouTuber sigh, like, you know, that one. Even his amazing Tech Tale videos are a model for my 80s Real Robots video. Okay, so there is something else. This next bit might feel like I'm throwing shade, but I mean all of the following really seriously. A lot of what I do is specifically not what other Gundam model YouTubers do, so it's kind of like a reverse inspiration kind of thing. Like how I don't give kits a score or a tier or a grade, because that's not how buying model kits work. Who is buying a kit and why they're buying it already makes a score or a grade way too reductive, so it's like a broken clock that's only accurate under the right circumstances. Or how about that 7 out of 10 in 2015 probably isn't 7 out of 10 in 2020? Or is it really useful descriptive information to make a 4 or 5 tier system when it's really just the same as a point system, but only that you're just not using numbers and you're just calling it words or colors or anything like that, and the range is just narrowed down from 10. It's really the same thing if you think about it. So all of that kind of stuff warned me not to do it myself, and I know some people are gonna think, well, the scores are useful to me. Well, that's great if it works specifically for you. They're still reductive though. Another example are really ambiguous phrases that have stuck around in circulation, like it was a very involved build, or the aesthetics are top notch, which only sound like they describe something, but if you really think about it, they tell you nothing. So I knew to be more explicit in what I say. Okay, one more. Shoot and talk videos. I can criticize those for hours, but specifically here, there is a rattling sound that kids make on live camera that make them sound like plastic garbage, and any model kit deserves better than that. It sounds mean, but it's a serious observation that I made when I started this channel. I made a list and I made sure to avoid every single item. So all of those are examples of inspiration, in the opposite direction, that had a part in making this channel. And then we have a couple of questions about model kits. So first of all, which kit made me go what the hell Bandai the most? That would be the Todd Ryneck from Aura Battler Dunbine. That kit is evil. So here are some highlights. The antenna doesn't fit flush with the head, and no, I didn't build it wrong. These antennas then block the head. And then the toe is suspended on this scary arm made of ABS, and no, they don't move. So then they're just like that with no benefit for any of us. The chest pops out, the cockpit hatch falls off, and it swings up when you move the chest, and no, that is not a function. The elbow pops off when you turn it. Oh, is everything too loose? Well, the hand is stuck together when you need that part to come apart. Hope you have a tool. And remember those ABS joints? See if this sound won't give you nightmares. And that is just a short version of the list. You guys know I am really kind to model kits, so I mean it when I say this kit is evil and cursed, and I don't know how my old ABS version of this kit didn't break, but I don't dare to move it at all anymore after I got all my footage. I mean, what the hell, Bandai, seriously? Okay, and next, what was my first model? That would be the Ganso SD Gundam World F91, which is this handsome guy right here. Not all Ganso kits look this great, and I was really lucky that I picked one that really looks so lovely even when we look at it today in 2022. Now, my first non-SD kit was a terrible choice for me as a grade schooler, because it was this 1/100 non-scale Gundam, going from a beautiful snap kit and full color Ganso kit to no snap fit, no color separation, no everything really. I wasn't able to complete the kit, though it did set me on a path to learning about older kits. Now, while we're at it, someone did ask me when the V antenna on the Gundam started being called the antenna, and the answer is, well, it always has been, right from the very start. That's actually what Gundam fans have been calling it all this time. And my second kit, the non-grade GP01. Yeah, I either had terrible taste or really terrible luck when picking out non-SD Gundam kits in the beginning. And my favorite Zeon kit, the HG Zoc. There is no greater love for Zeon than Bandai could have done to make the Zoc, and to make it as great as they did, with that entire mechanical inner layer. Its ugliness is embraced with lots of love, which is exactly how fans feel towards the Zoc. Okay, next. Favorite non-Gundam line is probably the Sosai Shoujo Teien line right now. It's a model kit that really only Kotobukiya can make. Bandai, they're still trying to find a way around making girls into kits, and they're getting better. But Kotobukiya, they knock it out of the park. Okay, and what kit do I want the most from Bandai? The Psycho Gundam Mark II. It's like Bandai is allergic to that thing. I mean, what the hell? The classic kit is still all we have, and even that barely ever gets reprinted, even in Japan. So yeah, I don't know why it isn't a thing yet. I mean, come on, get on it, Bandai. And one more question about model kits. What do I think about Advance of Zeta? It's strangely, I get asked that a whole lot. It's confusing and it's pretty convoluted, and I mean that in a factual way and not that I hate it kind of way. It's just that it takes a lot of studying to get all the combinations and variations straight, and some of them are canon, some of them retcon one another. It's a whole big mess. I'd really like it if they made a proper kit of the Kestrel though, and that seems like a wonderful kit. Yes, I know there was a Dengeki Hobby one. Next up, a lot of you guys asked about Hobby, so let's talk about him. I don't have many videos of him running around, so let's just watch him sleep while I talk. Hobby is an American short hair and he's classified as a silver tabby. He comes from a pet store, so I didn't adopt him, though he was suspiciously really cheap, like half the price of any other cat in any similar pet store, so I don't know if he was supposed to die or get sick or something. He's actually a really big softie. I've had a lot of cats before and they fight back and they really let you know when they don't like something, but Hobby is a really good boy. When I tell him not to do something, he remembers not to do it. He doesn't steal food or he doesn't attack model kits, maybe 2 times he did it before, but nothing more. Though I really didn't have to teach him much and he's just like that. Like a lot of American short hair cats, they don't like being held very much, and he likes sleeping by himself. I mean, he sleeps near where you are, but he won't sleep on your lap or sleep next to you on the sofa or on the bed. I kinda got lucky because he's a really good cat for a modeler to have, because he just leaves all my model kits alone, so I can just leave all my stuff laying out, pieces and everything, and he just won't mess with them. And you know what? I'm gonna wrap up the video here because it's already super amazing you made it this far, and you're probably among the many people who watch my videos all the way to the end to give that sweet watch time data to the almighty algorithm. But I don't want to keep you any more than I have to, and I'm actually not all that used to talking about myself. Like I said, I'm not all that important. I'm so happy all you guys found your way here to the channel and decided to stick around. So many of you guys keep telling me in the comments how you happen upon my channel from the recommendation page, and you let me know how thrilled you are. And so many of you guys make sure to let me know that you drop by my other videos, whether it's new or old. Let me thank you so much to all you guys. And I don't actually know how long this video recording is going to be, but the last boss of the game is actually this gray GP01 for some reason, even though you think they had the GP02 sitting there ready to use for this role. Maybe it's a surprise heel turn or something. He's actually really easy to beat. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to what bit of time I still have with you guys before signing off, and the best thing is, now is not that time quite yet. So I'm gonna get back to work now and bring you guys some more new videos, so I'll see you next time.